I'm Caroline Rena. I'm coming to you with the third day of my poem talks, and I'm excited because I am finally sharing my heart and through the poems I've written over the last year. The explanation I've been giving over the last couple of days has been basically I'm coming up on a year anniversary cycle, whatever you want to call it, of doing some deep healing work over the past year, and have been wanting to share my poems, but sometimes it's not easy to do that, especially with the ones I've written, but I'm doing it. And I just want you to know that each and every poem that I write, some of them may hold things that may affect you. So there's a disclaimer to please hold yourself, hold your heart, hold your space as I energetically hold it with you, that it might feel uncomfortable or something might come up for you. And I just want you to feel safe with me doing this because I'm sharing my heart with you. Anyway, so this particular poem I wrote on June 25th in 2021. And it is based on a process that I've been experimenting with, that I had mentioned the experimentation. It's called human design. And not everyone, I had no idea what this was until May of last year. And part of the process is waiting and for the invitations to come. And I can't go into detail with it. I mean, if you really are interested, the challenge is that my design is as a projector, and not everybody is a projector. There are also generators. There are manifestor generators. There are manifestors, and I can't remember the last one right now, but as a projector, 20% of the population is a projector, and there's a certain way of being that we get to learn how to be. And the crazy thing is it hits on it like validated all these things that happened during my life, where I thought there was something wrong with me, and there wasn't. It was just my design in this lifetime, in this life. And so what happened was, what I learned was about waiting and being okay with waiting and being patient. And that's, interestingly, has been a lesson throughout my life, is being patient. So they kind of went together. So everything started fitting in and falling into place. And it was just an interesting journey. So on June 25th, I wrote Waiting and Watching, and I'll read that now. To wait and watch life unfold on the porch, connecting with the space, the dogs, the cat. When I slow down, I experience peace and love of myself, of the planet. The wind rustling through the trees brings me to a space of utter joy. The green of the trees, the clouds in the sky, placing me inside of myself, alone and together on this journey I call life. A story to be told, a new chapter to write, brings me home to myself and others in love. I sit and wait in a new void, the one I used to fear, the unknown, thinking what will become of me in my life. There is no fear. There is the excitement of that little girl who so loved adventure and still does. She is here waiting and watching for me to connect with her more. We wait together. We know something is coming, yet we don't know what. I'm grateful, happy, and excited she is here to play with me now. No longer hiding in the closet from those big fears all her life. She knows me better than anyone, and she loves and guides me now. No more self-sabotage, just love, peace, and connection, something we both have always wanted from each other. Where this goes, I could only guess, and I don't even want to. For the first time in my life, I am fully content with where I am, waiting and watching. Whew. Well, yeah, and that kind of fits in with what's going on with me now, and um, learning how to be in that in that space with myself and be okay with that. And I used to run away from myself, and I don't do that anymore. I have learned to be with me and be okay with being with me. Um, there has been many years of, self-hate or self-loathing or uh, really afraid of that little girl. I remember I went to an acupuncture appointment when I first moved down to Florida, and I was going through a personal development course. And that was the start of using my body as healing through this process. And I remember the acupuncturist who I was working with, she was actually a traditional Chinese medicine doctor. She could like intuitively feel and see things with people. And it was really incredible. And she was like, she said to me, "It's okay." And I'm like, "What's okay?" And she said, "All you have to do is connect with that little girl." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She said, "She's sitting there hiding, like cowering in the corner." And I was like, what does that mean? And that was one of the first moments in my life where I learned how to start connecting with my little girl, because I didn't want her to do that. That became me. That's what I did. I cowered in this closet or cowered in a corner or whatever. And I didn't want to do that anymore. And I hid, I isolated, I did all those things. And that little girl, curiously enough, oh my God, she's a stinker, but she's awesome, and we play now and we do things together and we love hiking and we love, out in the woods. And we've been doing things together since that time that I've really reconnected with her. But I had to do a lot of, healing work with her, and I had to give her the chance to trust me again, and for me to trust her, because she was the one running my life into chaos, and because she didn't know what else to do, because she was a little, she was uh chaotic in her understanding of life, because that's what she experienced when she was little, and it was just so powerful. And so now I'm just so grateful that I'm able to sit with her now and wait and experience the things that are coming into my life. And what's interesting is ever since the pandemic came, what's been coming into my life has been the world. I've met so many people in Australia, in the UK. I can't even think of all the countries that I've met people from, and that's like, it would have never happened, really. I mean, I was so contained, like most of us are, in this little bubble of, what was going on in my life and where I lived and all this stuff. And yes, community is wonderful. It's amazing to help with your internal community, but if you don't experience other people and their experiences, you don't get to know anything except your little bubble. And that's what I did. I was in my bubble, in my safety bubble, for my entire life. And when that expanded, when that happened, when the pandemic hit, it expanded my bubble. And I was like, oh, this is really cool, because now I'm really starting to find people that I mesh with that have what do you call it, like experiences. We're similar, we do the same things, we like, I mean, there's just like-minded people. That was the word. But it's so powerful to look back and see that every single one of my experiences in my life have brought me to a place of finding myself and learning about others and connecting with others. And in reality, we're all we're all here together. We're all, looking for similar things, like to love and to be loved, and peace and joy. And it's just, I don't know, I would have never been able to talk about this just even a few years ago, because I really didn't understand it until now. But now I feel such a connection with the world, especially with everything going on. And I continue to wait and watch, and I continue to heal. I continue to grieve, and I continue to love myself and others. And it's just a beautiful experience, and I'm just grateful. So I hope you got something out of this this poem talk, this share today. And if you have any questions, concerns, if you want to reach out, pat my little girl on the back because she's still kind of a little scared to do this. Whatever you want to do, it's all right. Anyway, so that's her coming out because she's excited right now. But I think that's about it. So I think I'm going to sign off, and I wish all of you the best in this moment, and have a wonderful day or sleep.